Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. All right, so we're going to do another episode of MCOC Champion Highlights, and today we're going to highlight Kingpin. So as you can see, I have a rank 5 Awakened. Kingpin, he is a level 27 signature, which is not very high. But let's take a look at, and also to also point out, he's only a 12,700, so he's not a very high PI champ to begin with. So let's point out a few poignant things that that he can do. Okay, so his base regeneration rate is less than it normally would be. So if I've got regeneration on, like from willpower or a few other things, it is half of what it would normally be. However, and he is immune to effects that modify regeneration rate except poison. So poison can shut his regeneration off. He gets this mechanic called Rage. It counts as a debuff, and which means willpower will kick in, but it just kicks in at 50%. He gains a non-rage debuff when he purifies a non-rage debuff. So he gains a rage debuff when he purifies a non-rage debuff. So when he gets a non-rage debuff, he has a 60% chance to purify it, and then he gains 1. And then this ability has a cooldown of a half a second. Kingpin takes damage, he gains 1 rage. An enemy evades or auto blocks, he gains a rage. And then these abilities have cooldowns. Each debuff on Kingpin only strengthens his resolve, and it increases his attack rating and his combat power rate. So the more rages he has, the more damage he does, and the more power he gets when he hits. When he purifies 8 debuffs to grant a 100% chance to gain an overpower buff. So when he gets 8 rages, he becomes overpower. And the overpower adds 6,035 to his attack, as well as all of his specials are unblockable. All right, so his heavy, he gains physical resistance and unstoppable for about a second. It's a little less than a second. If he does 3 of them in a row within 4 seconds, he has a 100% chance to gain a fury buff and a bonus to attack. That's really hard to do. All right, so his special attack has a 100% chance to inflict a degen. While this degen is active, the opponent suffers from a minus 50% attack rating and minus 65% defense ability accuracy. So that's good against things like evade and auto block and stuff like that. The special 2, he becomes unstoppable for 7.5 seconds, and while this is active, each hit either champion lands has a 50% chance to grant 1 rage. So this is where you can really build up rage and go into overpower. And then if you do a special 3, you get 4 rage, and you refresh all overpower buffs, and then you have a 100% chance to inflict a stun for about 3.5 seconds. So, his signature ability. Let's look at that. So I'm building him up right now. So Fisk brings an ill intent upon the con. So entering the fight, right now he gets 2.56 rages extra. Now I'm running suicide, so he has a chance to purify that bleed and or that poison on there. So he could actually start with like 6. And then there's some synergies I'm going to put on. He'll get more rages. So I imagine at about 200 that number is a 4. And then when Kingpin's overpower buff ends, so remember, if I get 8 rages, I go into overpower, I have a chance to gain up to 5 rages, with each having, right now, a 41.9% chance to activate. I think that would probably get up to about a 75 or 80% chance. All right, so we're gonna do a little fight with him against our favorite guy. Not in here. Our favorite guy being Winter Soldier, of course. And we're going to edit this team. And we're going to bring in the Kingpin. And then we want to bring in some synergies with him. So we want to increase his crit rating. So we'll bring in Ultron. We want to. He has 100% rage purifiability accuracy. So we're gonna bring in the Hood. If I bring in any of these guys, which we're gonna bring in Elektra, he's gonna enter the fight with 2 rages. And while unstoppable, he gains a 15% attack rating and cannot be passively evaded. So we're going to bring in that one. Okay, so he's going to start out with a couple more rages because of Elektra. And we're going to move up. Now with all of that stuff on, he's now a 14,330. So we almost added 2,000 to his PI. And we're going to try and build up to a special 3 on here. So you see he's got 6 rages. So he purified that poison that he starts out with. I'm going to do that. Alright, here we go. So this actually does quite a bit of damage. And then now we're in overpower. And he hit me, but we're going to purify some of this stuff here. We're back up to 4. Now we're going to hit him with a special 2, which does quite a bit of damage. Back into overpower. Oh, he is really... I think we're going to keep going with... we're going to keep going with the special 3. That didn't feel good. We got him there. Got the Fury. I wanted to demonstrate that. I just wanted to show how not easy that is to get. Alright, so now should get him down to around 35%. 32. Very, very good. You can see the increase in damage that we're doing here. To show the special 1 here. Really the rotation on this is special 3s. It's almost all special 3s to get that. You want to get that overpower, and you want to get as many overpowers as you can. And like I said, I need to get his SIG level up so that I can get that, recover as many of those rages as I can. From the 5 that I have a chance to recovering after overpower ends. Alright, so that is the Kingpin. Just wanted to show a few things with him. He's not the highest damage character. He's pretty suicide friendly, and once he starts getting his overpower, he does dish out quite a bit of damage. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch everybody later.